Take the towel. Let me give you your
Welcome back
your church towel. There you go.
Casual Conversation. So today we will be talking about cutting people off.
I didn't like how you said it. Welcome back to Kaja Conversations. This is my daughter Kaja, the little girl that I had 23 years ago, August 16th. Her birthday was actually just a few days ago. Yes. Today, we will be talking about cutting people off.
And I wanted to say that it's okay to cut people off that are toxic.
Is it okay to cut people off?
Absolutely. But if they are really causing issues in your life,
it's all in how.
I think it's
okay how you do it, though. I mean,
I think it's fine to let people go.
Let them go.
I'm not fooling with you no more. You're done.
Can't hold me back anymore.
But I do feel like it's okay to it's okay to distance yourself from people that are causing issues.
Can we have burgers for dinner
in your life?
It's too hot. I'm not cooking anything.
Well, do go to Jay's Palace. We can have in your life.
I just don't like the term cutting people off. You know why?
Removing people from
God
your
did
life.
not cut us off.
No, God didn't cut us off.
But he cut people off in the Bible.
I'm not. My name's not Jesus.
Yeah, but he lives within you.
Yes, he lives
so you should
within
be
me,
working.
but I'm still human.
You are human, but we should be working to be more like him. And so we cannot just, I understand, because honey, I understand completely and totally. But one thing that I get at this point in my life, I feel, okay, I know that everybody else says what they say. I feel that walking away and distancing yourself from someone is different than cutting them off. When you cut something off, you cut off, take a branch, cut it off, fall to the ground, you pick it up and throw it in the garbage.
But sometimes you need to do that.
No, you don't.
Mom.
Sometimes you need to distance yourself from a person. You absolutely know that there are some people that are just no longer good for you. And I feel that you have to allow God to... Don't you put this trash in the video, Kyra.
That wasn't in there.
As a matter of fact, go throw it away.
Mom, it wasn't
stop saying you swear. I'm sorry, guys. She'll edit it out. And
I'm not editing it out.
Kyra, stop doing that.
I wasn't.
Put it right
Can
here.
you back up so you can be in the camera? You're not even in the camera.
I'm trying to go down. It's too hot.
Kyra, don't you...
Put your feet in my camera?
It's really, how are y'all not hot?
Come on, Kyra. Anyway.
Struggles of being thick. Y'all would never.
Not this church towel. This is really a church towel. My skirt is short. I don't want y'all to see my stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't nothing to see.
To you?
Anyway, what were we talking about before I was really interrupted?
Cutting people off.
This is
how I feel.
Yeah, so go ahead.
I feel like you can cut them off. Let me tell you why. Because you can always look at the branch. Like, let's say you cut the branch off, right? You didn't cut the branch off. So you walking, going about your day. You see the branch. Hey, branch, how you doing? How's life? Good to see you. Okay, bye. I saw the branch. I was nice to the branch. I might even just pray for the branch, but I'm still not putting the branch back on my tree.
That's different than cutting. I'm not telling you to do that, but that's different than cutting a branch off. Because when you cut a branch off, you're going to pick it up and go throw it in the garbage. You're not going to just leave the branch on the ground. You're going to throw it in the garbage. We cannot throw God's people away. They're his people. So we can pull back. But when you cut people off completely, you are in your mind saying, they cut off, I ain't fooling with them, I ain't dealing with them. To me, that's unforgiveness. You got to let people be and allow God to deal with you, but cutting a person off is different than distancing yourself.
Yeah, that's true.
Because the Bible absolutely talks about not casting your pearls among swine. So it does become a time sometimes where you like, wait a minute, I'm casting, I got it's rubies and diamonds all here, and you just boo-booing on me. Yeah. So I'm not gonna keep doing that. So I definitely believe in protecting your God-given peace You know, I believe in that for sure. But cutting people off, you can distance yourself. You can say, hey, boo, hey, good to see you. Pray for them, mean it from the bottom of your heart because you have forgiven them for whatever. But I feel like when you just cut, because for me, okay, in my life, when I cut people off, I was mad. I wasn't dealing with them. When I saw them, I was rolling my eyes. I had an attitude, and that's only me. I'm not speaking for you.
I feel like when I cut people off, I actually wouldn't say I fully cut people off. I just get silent.
Yeah, but you get silent out of hurt.
I just don't say much. No, because at first it'll be hurt, but after a few months, I've let it go. No,
you haven't.
I've let it go.
No, when you see them, do you still roll your eyes?
No, I just
tell the truth and shame the devil.
The first time, yes, but after a while, if it gets to a point where you just haven't, because it's probably a pride thing that I need to work on. Because I wait. If someone makes me angry and I don't talk to them, then you can reach out to me. I'm not reaching out to you about anything.
But see, that's the
and
thing
that's
with
pride.
people.
I know that's a pride thing.
It's a pride thing, but people that have those type of characteristics, where, because most of the time for me, if it's someone that I'm pulling back from, it may be someone that can be a little narcissistic, that all about them, you know, whatever, which we all have to be careful of that. You know, it has to be an iron sharpening iron situation. We all have to watch and make sure that we care about others just as much as they care about us. But a lot of times, I'll say people in my circle, it's usually people that are kind of toxic. Yeah. Right? And so if you're pulling back from that, then like, why are you doing that? Like, what does that mean for you? Like, why are you pulling back from them?
I feel like a lot of times when I pull back, because I feel like I don't cut people off fast enough. As far as,
can I stop you? Is it cutting them off or is it setting boundaries?
I feel like I don't set enough boundaries. Like, I'm always so. Either I don't set enough boundaries, or I'm just like stone cold. Like, I'm trying to learn how to have a balance.
A middle ground.
Yeah. Like, either I can't let them go and God has to like snatch them, or I just be like, boop, I don't even want to like talk to you or nothing. I just completely shut people out. So I'm trying to find
you have to find the root of why you do that.
Yeah.
You know. But, you know, sometimes it is like that, where it just be like, you know, when you're dealing with that, with the narcissistic personality, or you dealing with, you know, whatever it is, the toxic stuff, those are still hurt people, though. Like, and I'm not saying for you to put yourself in a position to continuously be hurt and abused. Like, we can't do that. Don't do that. Ever do that. But we still want to be in a position to be able to pray for people, because if the Lord tells us to pray for our enemies, then what do you think we're supposed to do with people that's just getting on our nerves and we don't feel like dealing with them because they stuff is too much? You know what I mean? But I know I have in my life probably been in a position where my stuff was a whole lot and people didn't cut me off.
Exactly. I think about that all the time.
You know, some did, and it's good. It's all good. You know what I'm saying?
But I feel like the real ones, not gonna cut you off. They're just gonna be like, okay, sis, you doing too much. You need to.
And those are the people
get your life.
And see, that's what's hard for me. If it's somebody I can't do that with, then that's when I start. Because it's like it has to be, especially for me at this age, it has to be an iron sharpening iron thing. If you could say everything that you want to say
but
to
I
me,
can't say nothing.
But the minute I say something to you, it's a problem.
Yeah, you gotta go.
Houston.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I won't even say. Well, I mean, I guess it is that you have to go, but we just have to be careful because we don't know what God's plan is.
And you don't know what I try to think about what people are going through too, because sometimes when you are going through stuff, you can become selfish.
Oh, you absolutely
like
can.
And I have moments like that where I have to be like, ooh, that might have been a little like really self-involved of me. Mm-hmm. So I try my best. That's why I try to pray. I always pray before I truly cut people off, or not cut people off, distance myself. I'll pray and just ask God to handle it, so then that way I won't, because when God handles it, it's smooth. Mm-hmm. So, and it may hurt you sometimes. and it's like kind of healing. You know, it puts you in a like place of healing when he kind of pulls people, because then you have to like figure out why, or you know, kind of like figure out.
But you have to deal with the man in the mirror. You always have to, because like I remember there was a time where there was someone who was talking about me like a stray dog, and they didn't think I knew, and I knew, and I still, hey, how you doing? Every time, and at first I was like, you know, I would walk around so I didn't have to speak, because I don't want to say I didn't speak because I wasn't raised like that, so I would just go a different direction so I didn't have to speak, right? But I was put in a position where I had to pray for them, and I had to pray for them, like pray some stuff off of them, pray for them to get delivered. And if I had not let that stuff go, it would have messed with their breakthrough.
Yeah.
You know, and so that's why I believe that God tells us to forgive. I believe that's why he tells us to just, you know, basically let it lie where it lie. We have to do that, because you never ever, you can't just put ministry and your call and who you are on the sidewalk because somebody hurt your feelings.
We get selfish.
But it's as a result of hurt.
Yeah,
and that's why. But that's where prayer and all of that comes in. You know, because we do get selfish, but I think it comes from a place, just like with the other people that's acting how they acting, it comes from a place. But we all have to be aware and not play that victim, because I remember one thing I know, people that are depressed get real selfish and they get mean.
Yeah.
And play the victim, but I don't think that it's well, I know when I was in that position, it wasn't on purpose.
Yeah.
But it took for a good friend of mine to tell me, like, blood, you not the victim. Like, you need to basically put your big girl panties on and stand in your stuff.
Yeah.
Deal with how you coming across.
This is how
you are showing up.
Yeah. That happened to me too.
You know, and so we have to deal with that, and I think that people didn't throw us away. So, we can't throw other people away. We can back up, and we can, you know, we can back up, and we can let God work on them while he work on us over here. Because, you know, I told you, it was certain people I saw that would give me straight up anxiety. Like, they energy and that what they brought, you know, what was going on in their life, it just would bring up,
too much.
and it was too much for me. And I just said, you know what, God, I need you to help me, because shouldn't nobody, and I always say it start with you.
Yeah.
Shouldn't nobody
have enough power,
have that kind of power over you. Only person that should have power over you is God. And if somebody got power over you, because anxiety comes from fear. So what are you afraid of? So you have to deal, I'm saying all that to say, you got to deal with yourself first in dealing with other people.